Boyfriend 27 male says anime sex doll should not be competition for me 24 female. My boyfriend is a redditor. He doesn't use a relationship advice, I am pretty sure, but I am really hoping he somehow sees this post. I am half here for validation because I feel like I am going insane and can't tell anybody I know for obvious reasons. But if I am being unreasonable, please tell me. My boyfriend has a sex doll. It's not like Lars and the real girl. It looks like an anime girl and couldn't pass for a real person. This is why he refuses to get rid of it. He says I shouldn't be jealous because she's fulfilling an impossible void. No real woman could have boobs and an ass like hers, hair like hers, be willing for any act all the time, etc. He doesn't see her as a real person and he says it's the same as me owning a dildo or something. I don't own a dildo. I am 24 and I thought both of us were too mature and financially unstable to waste money on sex things we could just do with each other. But the anime doll apparently disagrees. He keeps her in our bedroom closet, but I literally have my clothes in there. I don't want to break up, but the longer I live with him, the closer I am to snapping and setting it on fire. How can I phrase the fact that I want him to get rid of it in a way that doesn't make me seem jealous or prudish or unreasonable? And am I being any of those three things? Edit to answer some questions. Yes, he did tell me he prefers sex with a doll, but he says it's only natural and he doesn't expect an actual woman to compare. Yes, I'd be fine with a pocket pussy. I also didn't mean to shame any dildo owners, by the way. I just personally feel like it would be a waste of money for me. I said mature because we're not exactly rich and this thing costed a lot of money and the clothes, accessories, etc. have just been adding up. He has rejected me for the doll before, but not often enough that I would put it in the post. It is a general rule that I can't try to come in while he's with it, though. I am sure if you told him you are leaving him due to the sex doll, he wouldn't mind one bit. He'd probably be relieved, to be honest, lol. This is the guy you're really gonna settle for at 24. You're really willing to spend the next 50 plus years with a guy who puts the needs of a sex doll above your own. Read your own post, OP. Oh my god. Run. Hi hun. Our son is getting into college next year, but it's more than I've saved. Can you help with the tuition fee? Sorry, but my anime-bodied pillow needs some new clothes, accessories, what have you. I think you should foot the bill yourself. This is the most Redditor thing I've ever heard, holy shit. Also yeah, of course the story is fake. Who the duck wouldn't realize that? Keep that in mind next time you get upset over something someone on Reddit says, and you want to feel about it or even argue. It's that dude. Tell him if it's better with her, then she can be his girlfriend from now on, since you prefer boys that are into partners that breathe. Edit. Whoa, my first award. This is where I say thanks, kind stranger. Right. He refuses to do things with you in favor of the doll. Girly, run. I am impressed you've put up with that shit for so long. He keeps her in our bedroom closet, but I literally have my clothes in there. Depending on how old this thing is and how clean it is, this would not thrill me. Put it this way, OP. It is for everyone to set their own deal breakers. You don't sound comfortable with this arrangement. If he'd rather keep a doll than maintain a relationship with an actual human, this might be doomed anyway. LOL, we could have guessed he was a Redditor when you said he had an anime sex doll. I am usually supportive towards the whole watching porn masturbating while in a relationship, so long as it doesn't impact the actual sex life, but this is crossing the line. Telling your SO you enjoy sex with a doll more than them seems like a pretty big slap in the face, and I'd be pretty pissed about it too. The fact he doesn't see how that's offensive is just wow. I dump his ass, but before you go, I take the advice of one of the other commenters and fill his precious doll up with some icy hot LOL. The problem with comparing it to a sex toy is that he's not using it as a sex toy. He's using it as a second partner. He dresses it, picks it over you, gives it a personality. That ain't a sex toy. That's a fantasy. He says it's better with the doll than with you. Is that what is causing your feelings? That he seems to prefer it over you? I don't think you're prudish or unreasonable. Jealousy sounds like it's just because it's not even a person and he prefers it instead of you. I'd be really offended. My husband says put icy hot in it. There's a lot about this relationship that I don't know, but even if you yourself are an absolute train wreck of a human being, I am pretty sure you can still do better and deserve better for a partner. This is about your boundaries and comfort levels. I'd be hurt if my partner told me that sex was more enjoyable with a doll too. You'll just need to figure out what you're comfortable with and what you aren't. It does sound like a tough situation and I hope you find a resolution soon. No, you owning a dildo is comparable to him owning a pocket pussy. Him owning a sex doll is like you owning a sex doll. It may be just me, but if my husband came home with a sex doll, divorce papers would be filed same or next day. I don't want a penis that goes in that to go in me. That's just where I draw the line. He literally said that he enjoys having sex with the doll more than with you. You have the rest of your life to find a partner who isn't creepy. My husband says to fill it jalapeno juice and cayenne pepper before you leave. I am gonna be straight up with you and say that is a ducking weird thing to be into. With that being said, I can't even begin to fathom the sort of thoughts that roam through his noodle. I say you should reevaluate whether you're willing to deal with someone like that for the long run. Say this out loud with me. My boyfriend has sex with cartoon dolls. Say it today. I learned you. Snap out of it. Sounds like you've been tricked into thinking that this is normal. It ain't. You're not respecting yourself. I hope that you snap out of it and recognize that you're better than this. Leave that loser ASAP. But before you go, pour some hot sauce into the creepy doll's holes. What is he going to do? Tell everyone how you ruined his anime sex doll. Honey, I am so sorry, but he's psychologically manipulating you. For one thing, as someone who has, uses, and encourages others to have and use sex toys, I would never ever lock myself in my room by myself while my partner is home to use those sex toys. They either enhance my experience with my partner or they fill the time when my partner is away for extended periods. If he wants to choose the doll, let him choose the doll. You're just waiting in the wings until he's ready for you. Your own feelings and needs be damned. You are secondary to him and you deserve to be with someone who values you and wants to spend time with you. Maybe the doll can do things you can't or don't want to, but humans offer some very special things sex toys never can, like love for one thing. Secondly, I am very concerned about what else he's getting you to agree to and perhaps making you think you're okay with when you're really not. The main point is though you don't have to like his kink or sexual interests or anything, healthy or otherwise. I would say this falls in the latter category, but that's not the point, and he doesn't have to give up his sex toys if he doesn't want to. Just sounds like this is a major compatibility issue since it really upsets you and that doesn't seem to matter to him. Your BF is cheating on you with an inanimate object. Please, for your own sanity and self-worth, dump him. Pocket pussies, dildos, vibrators are all good, but if he is ditching you for a doll and compares you to it, then she's his GF, not you. He says I shouldn't be jealous because she's fulfilling an impossible void. That's a horrible fallacy. Though, what if you said no to anal and he goes, oh, I'll get a prostitute for anal? Then it's a void you can't fill, so it's fine. Your boundaries are valid and he can walk away if he doesn't respect them. One question, sis, what significant contribution is this man bringing to your relationship that compels you to tolerate this? The fact that you would tolerate this makes me think this post isn't real, because I just can't even fathom this is a possibility. Leave, sis. WTF, I watch a lot of anime, but having a waifu that he stores next to your jeans is fucking weird. Okay, plus he's telling you, leave him before he adds to his harem. Side note, is it Mikasa? And this right here is what's wrong with our socialization of women. You're worried about upsetting this man who actively says he prefers an inanimate object to you. This is not what love feels like. Leave and find a man who wants to devour you because he loves you so much. I mean, you literally are feeling jealous, but I think that's understandable in light of the fact that you have to see a life-size anime sex doll on a regular basis. It's the difference between having porn on a computer and having porn posters up on the walls. No, just no. He prefers sex with the doll. He buys it clothes, etc. He prefers its tits and ass. You're the side piece to a doll. Please, please, please run and find a man who loves you more than a doll. Mate, you're 24. Don't ducking waste time in this relationship if this is a red line for you. If he wants to keep the doll, that's up to him, but if him keeping it is not what you want, then just ducking, leave. Edit, if you do set it on fire, please post pics. Leave him to be the senpai of his doll. Stop chasing a man who loves a hunk of plastic more than a gorgeous living breathing woman. Find a real man. Toys like that should be ditched upon gaining a girlfriend. You're not talking about a fleshlight, you're talking about a ducking anime sex doll. I am watching anime right now, but I am sorry that the little loserish, even more so that he openly admits he prefers it to you. I'd leave, in my parting words would be sickering on it, baby. Marry your anime bitch. I am out. sorry. I am always weirded out by sex dolls, including anime-looking ones. It's a big turnoff and would hurt my pride, especially after all that comments on better sex life with dolls. Is it really worth it staying with him? Dump his ass. Run for the hills. This is a recipe for disaster. The fact that he's turned you down to screw the doll would have been the straw for me. I am not sure everyone would feel the way I do, but turning you down for the doll feels an awful lot like cheating to me. You're 24, go find someone who is more interested in you than they are a sex doll. I can't tell you how mad I'd be if my partner told me they wanted to bang a sex doll more than me. Like, I am not anti-sex doll, even in a relationship, cause hey, people got needs as long as everyone's on the same page. But to straight up want to do the doll more than your partner, I can't imagine, and I wouldn't be able to be with someone like that. If you've clearly explained this is an issue for you and he still refuses, the dude's got an issue that doesn't need to be your problem. I wouldn't stick around for someone like that, and I don't think anyone else should. You deserve better for sure. Holy shit, he must be awful in bed. Any man who would prefer sex with a doll to a woman has performance insecurities the likes of which ordinary people can't imagine. If he insists of keeping the sex doll, he might as well just date the sex doll. There's no way a lady wouldn't get jealous over the fact that the boyfriend chosen the doll over the girlfriend. Besides, you mentioned that both of you are financially unstable. The more he proves that he has a very poor financial management. Well girl, he has a full-size doll at home he won't get rid of and even prefers to have sex with. I really don't want to jump to breaking up immediately. Come on. Really, have one last convo with him, and if he doesn't get rid of it, then you leave. If this story is real, leave him. Seriously, I know you don't want to, but you'll look back one day and think, what the heck was I thinking? Not only is it insulting to literally be second best to a doll, the phrase "be willing for any act all the time" is a massive red flag, and no woman could compare with her beauty. WTF. There are loads of better men out there who would never dream of replacing you with a creepy doll.